We're now listening live to On Air with Sir.
Yeah, welcome back to On Air with Sir. Down here in Washington, D.C., hanging out, enjoying the White House, enjoying the weather. The weather's been good to a brother, I'm telling you, man. Right now, I got a special guest on the phone. I love talking about money because I'll be trying to make it and I'll be trying to save it and I'll be spending it on stupid stuff. I can admit that. He has a company that's called Royal Financial Investment Group. I got Prince Dykes on the phone, man. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. I saw your video and it just blew my mind, man. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm the type of person I don't spend my money on all the right things. I need some advice myself, good brother. I need some advice. But tell us everything that you got going on.
Essentially, pretty much, that video was I wrote it and produced it. It was directed by Lee Coleman down in Atlanta, Georgia. And, they did a great job of, putting a video together. But it's just to, bring awareness to, the first thing everybody think about when they think about investing, they say, hey, I don't have enough money to do it, or, I don't know anything about it and stuff like that. But, it's 2015. We all live in a digital age where it's easy to learn. It's easy to find things. We all have smartphones. We all have the internet on us 24/7, so we can look things up. So essentially, that video was just to say, hey, we do have the money to do things. And it compares, what we spend our money on, for example, how much the merchandise costs versus what the stock costs and stuff like that. So I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you had a chance to stop by and see that, but I got a YouTube channel. It's about, 70, 80 videos up. So, from the start to the beginning to where you can go get a step-by-step tutorial of, how to start your own account, how to buy stocks, how to sell them, how to find them, how to do all that type of stuff. It's kind of like do-it-yourself investment. So you can kind of, take the very amateur person and, do it yourself and just put it out there, essentially.
Now, yeah, everybody feels like they don't have enough money to try to invest, and they also feel like, if you don't put a lot of money into it, then it's like kind of like the return sucks. So is it worth it? But I mean, how much do you think is a good amount to start off with if you're brand new to investing?
Well, I would say that depends on you particular, but it is true. You want to save up a good amount, maybe $500, maybe $1,000. But something you can do is just save your money to the side. Like every time you get paid, you just put $50 to the side. You put $50 to the side, and then when you get $500, then you can find, for example, you can say, well, one thing I love Apple, or I love Walmart, or I love General Mills, or I love Ford cars. I always buy them. And you can start that way. You can just take your $500. You can go that way if you want to get into a direct particular stock or something like that.
How does this whole brokers thing work? So do you have to have a broker in order to invest, or can you invest without a broker? Kind of give me that whole spill.
Well, see, probably 30, 40 years ago, before this wonderful thing came along called the internet, you probably did have to have a broker. You had to know somebody, something like that. But now you have a lot of broker sites out there. You have E-Trade, Scottrade, Fidelity. You have all type of brokerage accounts that you can just go in and just start your E-Trade account. Or let's say, for example, you can go in and just start your own E-Trade account, transfer money into your E-Trade account, and boom, you can start investing on your own. So you don't necessarily have to have a broker and call a broker to have them do it for you and things like that. Now, you can use a broker for, maybe their advice or their services, or, to find something that may be suitable for you. But you can educate yourself and do it yourself.
All right, so give me the top 3 things you do not do when you're investing.
Well, it's more of a psychological thing. First thing is, don't go uneducated. That's the first thing. But that can be easily solved with, the internet. Internet is a bunch of ways to find, through YouTube, Google, stuff like that. But, I would say number one thing is don't go uneducated. Do a little research, learn what is the stock, what is the dividend, what type of stocks you want to buy, and things like that. The number 2 thing I would say not to do is to keep in mind when you're investing, you have to pay commission fees and, don't go too little. For example, if you, like I was saying earlier about how much money you should use to save up, maybe you can, instead of just buying $50, like, hey, I want a Verizon stock, I want to go buy it now today $50. So that's going to be a $10 transaction. So you may want to save up a little bit of money before you go make your first purchase. So, that way you don't eat yourself alive with, transmission fees every time you buy and stuff like that. So I say save up a little bit of money before you purchase. I will kind of purchase in lumps to get away from transaction fees and things like that. Because no matter where you're going to go, you're going to get transaction fees. Brokers got to get paid too, right?
Gotcha. That's true.
And number 3, I would just say do your research on who you trust and things and information that you get. So it kind of ties into number 1, educate yourself, and number 2, you can do it yourself. And if you don't want to do it yourself, go get a 401k. Make sure you have your company's 401k or something like that. I would say you have to invest. There's nowhere around. It's not just stocks and bonds. Whether it's through real estate or whatever it is, you have to put money aside to where it can grow potentially in the future. Even invest in yourself with education or starting your own business or something like that. But you have to essentially put money aside so it can grow some type of way.
Got you. So, real quick. So on your YouTube channel, it basically shows you everything about investing from A to Z.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And real quick, just tell everybody about your YouTube channel again, like as far as the name.
Oh, the YouTube channel is Royal Financial Investment Group. You can type that into, the YouTube search, Royal Financial Investment Group. Or you can just type in E-Trade. If you type in E-Trade on the YouTube, the top 2 videos up there comes from Royal Financial Investment Group. So it pretty much takes you from, how to start, all of the good stuff, I haven't made videos of more the advanced stuff of option trading, but I'll get into that. There's some videos in there that kind of hits on it, but if you're a brand new person, like, hey, I just want to know what it is, you can just stop by, check out a video. And also you can, forget to subscribe to it, like and comment and ask me questions if you want to see me make a different video or something like that.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, I do have a website, www.royalfinancials.com. www.royalfinancials.com. You can head over to the website. The website is pretty new. The website just got launched last month. Still going through we're still building it, but there's still some great blogs on there. I do write some articles on there about things that I predict and things that I see. So that's the way I head over to the website, and it's going to continue to get better with time. So,
wow. So, what made you want to get into investing?
Well, actually, when I was younger, my parents taught me the opposite. It was like, hey, don't do anything with stock. They just taught me to say, hey, just save your money, stay away from credit cards, just save your money, get a job, retire one day, and that's it. But as I got older in life and actually, serving in the military, I met different people. And when I met different people, I saw different people, and I became curious with it. I was wondering, they didn't spend a lot of money, and I was wondering what they were spending their money on. And they said, hey, well, I invest. And I was like, wow, how do you do it? But they really didn't want to teach. It was kind of like, well, I just buy particular stocks or whatever. So I found one guy, and he taught me about it. So I kind of just went ahead and just said, you know what, I'm going to just do it myself. So I went ahead and just set some money to the side, and I just went and I just said, hey, I'm just go through trial and error and just to learn it. Because, you can watch videos and you can see somebody else do it all the time, but you really don't learn until you start doing it yourself. So that's the approach that I took, and I just started doing it myself and to just put some skin in the game to actually feel the effects of it and stuff like that. And, while I was going to school, then once I finished grad school, I decided, hey, I want to make a couple videos. It started as a little text message group, and I said, make a couple videos to show other people what I didn't have when I was, young and amateur at it. I was like, well, I didn't have anybody to show me. So, hey, let me see, can I just put some videos out there to get across the world to, if there's anybody out there that want to learn how to do it or that wants to find how they can get into it, then, hey, let me just make these videos. And then I started, making videos, and the YouTube channel started getting subscribers and views. They, started with a Facebook page, turned to a Facebook page, then a website, and, I took the federal exam, Series 65, to become an investment advisor representative, and Series 63 to become a security agent, both federal exams as well. So, and pretty much that's why I'm here now. making videos, writing videos, producing videos, and doing things like that, and investing into other companies too.
Nice.
So if there's other companies out there that needs capital, they can come in and send me a message as well.
Nice, man. Well, listen, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it, Prince, and I look forward to watching your videos. And yeah, man. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. So this is On Air with Sir. Make sure you definitely check him out, man. Get into some investing, man. I mean, why not, everyone, right? We definitely use some money for the future. All right, so anyway, visit the blog to get more information. And right now we're going to get to our next song. This is On Air with Sir.
You're now listening live to On Air with Sir.